Cosplay, the practice of dressing up as a character from a film, book, or video game. Do I know what it is? No way. But I'm ready to delve deep into the cosplay community and discover what inspires them. You will learn words like fandom, closet play, mashup, and gender bending. I'm even contemplating dressing up in my first cosplay for Comic-Con, if I'm convinced. I'm Miles Cloutier, and if you want to be wowed, stick with me. Let's go. So why South Africa? If someone mentions cosplay, you'd maybe imagine that I'd be exploring in the United States or Japan. But in the last few years, since the first Comic-Con Africa, cosplay has exploded in South Africa. In Mastering Cosplay, I'm going to talk to numerous cosplayers to discover what it takes to cosplay. In building up to Comic-Con Africa, I'm even going to explore cosplay options for myself. I really want to immerse myself in this experience. On this journey, I hope to delve deep into the meaning of cosplay. Is it just a hobby or a way to survive? I'm here in Centurion to meet with Michelle, who's also very serious with her sewing. So let's go find out if she's into creatures, villains, or superheroes.
Miles, how do you take your tea?
I'll take it just straight with maybe a little bit of sugar, but not too much.
No problem. So, what do you want to ask me?
Well, I'd like to know how you got started in cosplay.
Okay, so around, I think it was 2015, I went to Rage with my fiance there. And I decided, you know what, I want to dress up, because why not? So I made Cheshire Cat in a month. Then I was proud of it. Now with what I can do, it's like cringe.
But Cheshire Cat, Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
And was it based on the movie Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, I kind of did a mix of the animated one and the live action one. So there was some pink, purple, blue, and black. So I did like a mix. And then Comic-Con 2018 happened. So I thought, let me revisit Cheshire Cat.
You revamped your initial...
Cheshire Cat, yes. So I wore that and I had a lot of fun. Then 2019, I thought, you know what, I want to do a character that I'm absolutely obsessed with, which at that time was Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
Okay.
I love My Little Pony. So I worked a few months on it because I'm self-taught, so I really don't know what I'm doing. So I made Pinkie Pie, and since then I was hooked. It's like I can never go back. It's like I found my calling. It's like, yes, that's it. Cosplay, this is who I am. I loved it. Ever since then I've been trying to do at least one cosplay a year.
And what was the first thing you found out about or learned online?
That I don't know what I'm doing with the sewing machine.
You started with sewing.
Yes. So it's like everything I learned is like, I am doing this all wrong. I knew nothing about tension. I knew nothing about how to set my machine to the different stitches. So I did a Vaporeon cosplay day.
And who is Vaporeon?
Vaporeon is a Pokemon. It's a water type Pokemon. It's an evolution.
Okay.
The water evolution of Eevee. I don't know if you know who Eevee is.
You'll have to tell me who Eevee is.
Eevee is like this ridiculously adorable fox-looking type Pokemon. It's like huge ears.
But it lives in the ocean.
No, it's a normal type, and it can evolve into a whole lot of different variations. And I got Eevee ears, so I put on a wig, and I put on the ears, and I thought, I see a queen. I felt like I see a queen. So I did a full-on ball gown for it, and that one taught me a lot. That really, like...
You've done a mashup here, mixing two quite different things, right?
I've done a mix, but what I've noticed that if I look at my cosplay list, it's all animals or creatures. That my ideas are like doing like animals turned human or creatures turned human. So it's like Vaporeon, it's a creature, and I've turned her into a queen. Okay. So that taught me a lot.
Okay, and what does your family think about your cosplay?
They completely support me. Actually, I tried on the cosplay I'm going to show you today last night for the first time, and I video called my mom and my dad. They're completely freaked out.
And what did they say?
Well, my mom is always impressed that I can sew a dress or something because she cannot sew. So she taught me how to use a sewing machine, but she cannot make things easily. So like when I told her I'm using lace on top of lycra with this, she's like, why? It's like, rather you than me. So yeah, she very impressed. They're always very impressed and they're very supportive.
With sewing, do you do a lot of experimenting?
Yeah, every time I've done a cosplay, I think this is my 5th or 6th one, I've always explored a new material and then I would experiment with it.
And it seems like you only want to do more of it.
Oh yes, I want to, hopefully one day, that's my job. I'm cosplaying or I'm cosplaying. I just want to cosplay. I love it. I love it. I'm in my element.
When you dress up in person and you get reactions from people, how does that make you feel?
Out of cosplay, just leave me alone. I'm introvert, like just leave me alone. In cosplay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an attention seeker. It's like, bring on the photo opportunities, bring me the attention.
Sign autographs.
Yes, because it's like, I worked hard on this. Give me a reaction. So with Pinkie Pie, I got a lot of reactions at Comic-Con. It was great. Cheshire Cat, one of the days I changed the smile. It was pointy teeth, and I thought, let me try the animated one with square teeth. I got hardly any reactions. Like, where's my reactions? I went back to pointy teeth, and everyone was flooding me again, and I got more attention. I was so happy. It's like, in cosplay, I want the attention. Simply because I worked hard on it. I love people saying, you look great. It's like, I actually did this. Like, it's amazing. It just feels like quite an accomplishment for me.
So, would you show me your new costume? Is it done yet?
It's 95% done.
Well, I'd love to see it.
I'll happily show you. It just might take some time to get ready.
Okay. Wow, Michelle. I can see how much time and money has gone into this outfit.
Yeah. It's just short of 60 meters of organza alone.
That's a lot. You cleaned out like a whole shop of their fabric. Eh? You had to go somewhere
They
else.
didn't like me when I said I needed so many meters.
And have you created everything here yourself?
Besides the wig and the shoes, yes, everything I made.
That's amazing. You mentioned when you dressed up in this outfit for your parents last night on video call, they were very excited. How did it make you feel?
I loved it because with this particular one, I didn't have a sketch. No matter how many times I tried to sketch it, I just couldn't get it the way it looked in my head. So I've been going according to what's in my head. And I put it on, and once I got the wig and the ears on, it all came together, and I felt like I actually did it. Wow, I actually made this. And it's almost perfect.
And about how much time have you spent on that?
Including all the mistakes and whoopsies, almost 50 hours.
Wow. You've made all of this yourself. About how much does it cost?
A lot of money. I think this has cost me almost 3,000 rand.
Yeah, so like a couple $100, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And how do you feel now?
Amazing. It's like, I look at this and think of where I started, and it's like, wow. Because where I started was nowhere close to this.
Do you just feel great, or is your personality changed with your character?
Often I find that my personality kind of adjusts to kind of match the character. So this character is Keiki from Gabby's Dollhouse, which is a cupcake cat. So he's all sprinkle party and baking and innocent and just sweet and bubbly. So I find that I become like super bouncy and bubbly and just, it just feels free.
Do you have any difficulty with your costume?
do I start? Well, the first base dress I tried with a satin type material, and that was about 8 hours of my time down the drain, because I just, no matter what I did, I just couldn't get it right. And also just this, this skirt. Like, you first have to, cut it, and then overlock it because it has a phrase, and then you need to sew it, and then with that sewn line, you have to gather it, and that thread snaps often. And if it snaps, you have to undo all of it and do it again, which happened a lot. This pink was a nightmare. Out of all the colors, pink, I was so happy to be done with it.
And is it comfortable?
Very. It's actually the most comfortable cosplay I've made so far, besides the shoes.
What's wrong with the shoes?
I'm not used to high heels, and they're so high.
They're pretty big boots.
Yeah, they are. So I am planning on finding an alternative for walking around, but wear the boots for the competition.
No, I think it's a really good outfit. It's excellent. You have so much presence. With the hair and the ears, fantastic.
Yay. It's nice to hear. It makes me feel a bit better about all the time I put into this.
Oh yeah, and you didn't show me your tail. This is a large tail.
Yeah, very. Feel it if you want it soft. Ridiculously soft. This tail.
Did you make this tail?
Yes.
I thought this wasn't something you bought online.
No, I made that. The wig and the shoes and the suspenders holding the skirt
Okay,
up.
I'll let go of your tail.
That's the only thing. Those two are the only things I didn't make. Everything else is all me.
Well, I wish you the best of luck at Comic-Con, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, and I still have a question to ask you. What do you think I should dress up as for Comic-Con?
Khal Drogo. Because of your beard from Game of Thrones. And your hair. Without a doubt.
I think the bird agrees. I'm here at the venue for Comic-Con. I'm gonna go check it out and see what's gonna be here on the day. Hopefully have a chance to talk to one of the organizers. Let's go check it out. Imagine what this place will be like, full of cosplayers and people, exhibitors and everything. This place is massive. I think they also have a lot of work to do.
Hall 3 is where autograph sessions are happening, so if you have memorabilia that you want to get signed by one of the talents, that's where that will take place. Then looking towards the middle of the hall, there's the main stage that seats almost 200 people. We can proceed to the middle of the hall and then I'll give you some highlights.
I have a question. Is this where the Master of Cosplay will be?
Yes, on the main stage, on this base stage
And
over there.
the main stage will be right here?
Correct. And then Cosplay Central is where they sign up and get ready.
Celebrity signing over here?
Over there, correct.
Cool. That's where I'm going to be. I just went on a tour of the exhibit halls, and this place is massive. What's it going to look like for Comic-Con?
We've got activations from different film and series studios, some of our exhibitors in the retail space, comic book stores, gaming retailers. It's going to be something across 5 different fandoms. So yes, even though it's empty and it's big, it's going to be filled with weird and wonderful stuff.
What year of the exhibit will this be?
This will be the 3rd year, although we did do an online con in 2020, which would have counted as the 3rd year then. We rather say it is the 3rd IRL event, or in real life.
What are you doing new this year?
We've added 2 new titles to the event just to celebrate extra fandoms that have come into play. StreetCon, which is a title that celebrates pop culture meeting urban culture. And then, of course, StreamerCon, which, as you all know, while we were in lockdown, everybody was online creating content, so we want to celebrate the content creators.
Renee, how many people are you expecting this year?
Well, in 2019, we saw 71,000 people through the door over a 4-day period. I'm hoping we
71,000?
71,000. I'm hoping we break that record and fans come out in hordes to support us. So let's say 80,000 over 4 days for this year.
Now I see why there's so many halls.
Yes.
I had no idea it was going to be that big. I really had no idea. I thought it was like, in my mind, there's a few hundred people that would do cosplay dress up, so I'm actually shocked by that.
No, definitely. Even year 1 when we launched in 2018, we thought 12,000 people over 3 days, ended up with 43,000. Year 2, we're like, okay, at least if we get 50,000, then 71,000 arrived. So that's why I say 71,000, and then we top it with 80,000.
Is everyone going to be dressed up? Does everyone do something?
Yes, everybody does. I would say 80% of the audience, and Jade can maybe back me up, 80% of the audience dress up. It's the one weekend in the year where you're allowed to be a kid and do whatever you want. Be a Superman, be a Spider-Man, just come dressed up.
I would definitely be one of the odd ones out if I weren't dressed up.
Exactly. So I would recommend, even if it is dressing up as a TV character that you love, you got to be part of it.
Do you represent Cosplay Africa?
No, I don't represent the community, so I'm part of a company called Gaming Entertainment Solutions, or GES for short, and I'm the head of cosplay. We specialize in running cosplay competitions, and we partner with events across South Africa. So we are a partner of Comic-Con Africa, and we run their 3 competitions for them across the weekend. So we run the Championship of Cosplay, which is the main event, then the daily casual event, and then the daily Kids Con events.
Could you tell me about the Championship of Cosplay?
Okay, so the Championship of Cosplay is an annual event. It's one of the prelims of the crowned Championship of Cosplay, which is being hosted at MCM London Comic Con this year. We run the African prelims here at Comic Con Africa. So we basically doing 2 days worth of pre-judging, and then the final judging on the stage show on the Sunday. And basically what we do is competitors start creating their cosplays anywhere between 6 months to a year in advance, depending on the contestants and what level they're entering at. What they do is then they sign into the competition, and then they go for pre-judging. Pre-judging takes anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes, depending on if you're a novice level or a master's level contestant.
And how many contestants are you expecting this year?
We can handle on average about 65 to 70 contestants over the weekend across the 2 judging days.
The Championship of Cosplay is not just South Africa, it's Africa, is that right?
Yes, we accept all entries across Africa. So that's why it's called the Championships of Africa. So you actually go and represent Africa as a whole. It's not just the country. So we have had contestants from Zimbabwe, we've had contestants from Mauritius so far, and we're hoping to grow that more people from the rest of Africa start coming down to compete.
How does South Africa compare to the rest of the world in cosplay?
We compare very well. So our biggest issues, if you want to call it that we have here is we can't get the same resources as the rest of the world. So we are limited in that form. But even though we have that, we have such good talents and some of the greatest cosplayers here. So we have sent so far 2 champions overseas. The first one was in 2018, where we sent Kimpatsu Cosplay, where she placed 2nd with her Sister of Battle from Warhammer. And then the second year we sent Jinxie Cosplay, who did her own design of the Princess Bathalary, designed by Cinderdra's Art, and she came first. So currently Africa is the world champions.
That's amazing. Do you have any recommendations for a character for me?
You can be your own version of Thor.
And in fact, I came up with an idea. It's my number 1 right now. It's for Abraham Lincoln. He was my number 1 until I remembered that he got shot in the back of the head, which might not actually bother me that much.
There is a film, Abraham Lincoln, Zombie Killer.
Zombie Killer, I was just going to say.
You can do that.
I think I saw some of that movie years ago. The big event on any cosplayer's calendar is Comic-Con. Comic-Con is a huge conference where cosplayers rock up to show their cosplays and entertain fellow con attendees. In the countdown to Comic-Con, we will be following 3 people to see what it takes to compete in the Championship of Cosplay competition. First up is newbie Tifu. She has never done cosplay and, like me, is excited to unlock the door to a whole different world. She'll be entering the novice category. Terry, or Toonybug, is entering at intermediate level, and she is halfway with her dark Wonder Woman cosplay. Finally, Brendan is brave enough to aim for the Masters category for the first time. Masters are tough, and he's got his work cut out for him. It's 60 days to Comic-Con. Let's see how they're doing.
Hi, my name is Tifuriwi Napawe, also known as Chikombi or just Tifu. I am a full-time model and I'm currently working as a production manager. Right now, I'm getting ready to go meet with my favorite designer, Siababa. for fittings. We'll be working together on a show. So yeah, I'm gonna be going there for fittings and I'm really excited. I recently just discovered about cosplay and I found it very fascinating. And I found that it's really something that I would like to get into because it's right up my alley. As a model, I like to get into different characters, and it is also about dressing up. And I will be dressing up as Neytiri from the movie Avatar because I really resonate with her, and there's just something I love about her, and I think I will definitely rock that look. And yeah, I'm really excited.
Hey everyone, my name is Brendan Jackson, although I also often go by a different name, and that is Jax, or Jax Cosplay. I'm currently a student at the University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, South Africa, and I'm doing my Masters in Digital Arts. My Masters has a specific focus on cosplay and 3D printing. Cosplay is something that is a huge passion for me. I first started cosplaying back in 2014 at a local expo called the Rage Expo, and it was love at first cosplay. I've also been competing in cosplay competitions since 2014. And this year, I am going to be competing at the Comic-Con Africa Masters of Cosplay competition. This is my first time competing in the Masters division, so fingers crossed that I do well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of my stuff. We're currently in the Digital Arts Playroom. Behind me you can see some of our first year students playing board games, and it's just a really great space to hang out. But you're probably more interested in what is on the table in front of me and what is standing to my left. Here we've got some of my old projects, which we're going to take a look at and I'm going to walk you through real quickly. Starting off, we've got this. This helmet is one of my favorite things that I have ever made. It is an original design of a Mandalorian helmet from Star Wars. I made this helmet back in 2019 when they released the show The Mandalorian, and I was like, you know what? I need to make my own Mandalorian helmet. And I spent hours coming up with different designs and trying out different color schemes. And this helmet actually forms part of a full suit of Mandalorian armor. And the armor for that costume is actually made out of stainless steel. So that is quite a heavy cosplay to wear. But luckily, as you can see here, the helmet is fairly light. And it is made out of a material called EVA foam, but you probably know it as yoga mats. If there's any fans of Lord of the Rings watching this, you'll probably recognize this sword. This sword's name is Hadafang, and it is the sword of Elrond and Arwen. I made this sword back in 2019 for Comic-Con Africa when I was making a cosplay of Lord Elrond. So yeah, it's just a really cool sword. So making things light for cosplay is super important. Next up, we have this axe from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I made this axe in 2020, and when they released the trailer for the game, I was like, that's just a really cool looking axe. I want to make that. I want to be able to, swing this axe around like the character Eivor in the game. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun putting together this axe because, it's kind of difficult to not hold a prop like this and feel like a Viking warrior because, you're holding it and you're just like, yes, let's go be a Viking. And it's a really cool experience holding these cosplay props.
I'm Terry, aka Toonybug, and this is my cosplay room. This is where all the magic happens, or madness, depending on how you see it. This is my cosplay workstation, and it pretty much looks like this all the time. It's just chaos. This is where I will sit and do my armor. This is where I'll sit and do my sewing, and I will sit and play my Spotify on my computer while I work away here. This is some fan art that some amazing fans have made of me from all over the world, of my characters from TikTok, which is really amazing. So I just like to keep those up and to honor them and appreciate them. This is what I'm currently working on for Comic-Con. It's my Dark Wonder Woman from Roy Ledger. Here are some of my wigs. I have lots of wigs. Here are more wigs. This drawer is pretty much filled to the brim, and all of the stuff I use to make my TikToks, all my props and everything kind of just get shoved in here in a chaotic, haphazard manner. Yeah, this has never looked this clean, to be honest with you. It's usually just tools and glue and paints and everything strewn about on the floor, so this is it. This is the magic.
I'm here in Montana, not that Montana, but Montana, Pretoria, to meet Samantha. Now, Samantha creates all of her own original characters, and she's quite well known for her videos on TikTok. So let's go have a chat with her. Now, Sammy, I don't go to the salon very often, maybe once a year, but I do recognize this as a salon, and you're a hairstylist, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I can see also you haven't been into the style for a while.
If I let it down, you could really tell.
Yes, you're in a hair salon. This is my work during the day. I'm a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for the last 16 years. Hairstylist by day, cosplayer by night.
You started your TikTok, and how did cosplay come involved?
So in my cosplay, which I do, I make OCs. So
Which is original characters.
it's original characters. So I have created my own characters, from making the clothes, doing the makeup. Each character of mine plays a different genre, meaning different sounds, different musics. Lammy, for instance, is a little lamb. She, of course, does little cute little things, where the vampire is more seductive, is more... So it's a whole, creating a whole.
Where did the idea from Lammy come from?
Lammy, my followers told me I was a bit scary. Some of them said they like my things, but I can be a bit scary. So...
This is your softer side.
Yeah, so that Lammy is a bit my softer side.
I only know that vampires have had a good run for maybe 15 years with the teen movies and shows. How did vampires come into your life?
When I was a teen, there was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and we all wanted to be Buffy. Michelle Gellar played at that stage.
Yeah, the only thing I've had to do with vampires is my father-in-law, he doesn't like garlic. He really hates garlic, and I like to cook, and it's pretty much impossible to cook without garlic. Also onion, garlic and onion. I don't know if onion's a vampire thing as well. He's a very nice man, though. I wouldn't suspect him of being a vampire, but perhaps there is a question there.
Maybe, you might. Is he very pale?
Tell me the rest of your original characters.
Okay, so we have Lammy, we have Vamp Chick, we have Serpent Empress.
I'm sour. I'm a snake.
Okay, snake.
It's a snake, yes.
Snake woman.
A snake woman, yes. Most of I don't really give my characters names. My followers give me names. They pick them all. Naughty Nun speaks for herself. She's my secret weapon, is when the views are low. Just do a bit of Naughty Nun, and then it shoots right back up.
Okay,
back
fixes the algorithm. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, my views are pretty low. You know what that means.
You're having quite a bit of success on TikTok.
Yes, I have been. Been lucky.
Now, with your costumes, are you also developing a character?
Yes, that's why I enjoy making my own costumes. I start from scratch and I build up.
And you have some perhaps controversial characters.
Yes, I do, of course.
Do you get any heat from those?
Sometimes. I think the most thing is because being in South Africa, and South Africans are a very conservative group of people. I would have a lot of comments saying, Jesus loves you. And people assume that everything that is weird, that is not strange, that's not in the box, is either from the devil or Satan or something.
How does that make you feel?
I don't mind it. I don't know. Mostly if I'm live and people would come up and say, Jesus loves you. And I said, thank you, he loves me so much, he made me so creative. So I could do all these things, but it just gets tiring after a while. So what I've done is I've filtered all those comments out. So people would try to comment, Jesus loves you, and TikTok will just block it.
Sammy, you're well known online. What about in the real world?
In the real world, nobody really knows. Because I don't use my real name, I always use that as a safeguard. So if people see it and they think that's a bit controversial, they'll never know it was me.
So, you're confident in cosplay, but you're also a little weary of venturing out into the real world.
No, I'm shy as a person, as me, as you see here, as Samantha sitting, because all humans are afraid of that little being judged by others. But now this is me like this. Cosplay gives me the power to dare to be different. Like everybody should. You should not be worried what other people think of you.
Sammy, you're going to Comic-Con this year, right?
Yes, of course I'm going to
Your
Comic-Con.
first one?
My first one.
And what's your outfit?
I'm going as Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy
From Batman. Yes, I'm a villain. So I'm showing you Poison Ivy today as well because it's a better known character and people can relate to it more easily.
I have an idea. What if you get dressed up, your shy self and your not so shy self, and Poison Ivy, and we go to a coffee shop and see what happens?
That would be amazing.
Would you do it?
Yeah, of course I'll do it.
Cool.
Of course.
Can you get started right here?
Right now.
Okay.
Right now.
You can have my seat.
I will.
Costume with your eyebrows.
My leaf lashes.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm here in the public with people.
Are you a little bit nervous?
I am a little bit, but I'm gonna just keep.
Oh, thank you very much. So these are the chips, the fries, crispy. So this is the other thing, is the tomato sauce. This is unbranded. We call it ketchup, but it's different in South Africa. It's really the same thing. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
See if it is in fact crispy. Not as crispy as I would have liked.
Oh, is it different in Canada?
The ends are a little crispier than the...
It's because it's thick cut.
Yeah, we are a long way from Canada.
We are. You should have asked for skinny fries.
Do you think they would have known what I meant?
I think so, they might have.
Next time.
Next time.
Now, tell me about Poison Ivy. Where is the origin? Where is she from? What is she all about?
All right, so Poison Ivy was created in 1966. Her original name is Dr. Pamela Lillian. She came back as a villain. She has the power over plants. So she manipulates people towards her will, you can say.
And Sam, what has drawn you towards the villain?
I think we all have a little villain inside us. It's usually just, we tend to hide it. Like we were talking previously in a mask, you can be whatever you want to be. And I think socially acceptable, it's not acceptable to be the villain. So to dress up as the villain is just a play pretend that you have.
And how have you made your dress, your top with the
All
leaves?
right, my costume, I got leaves. This is a bathing suit. I worked this on with elastic thread and my mother helped me as well. But this is quite easy and cost effective to make. Like I say, I'm a hairstylist, I'm not a millionaire.
And can you tell me about how you feel now being out in the real world, dressed up as Poison Ivy?
It's a bit nerve-wracking, I must say. It doesn't feel like I said, I'm shy. I'm more of an introvert. So I like my spot and I like my home and I like my cozy space. But coming out, expressing myself in the real world is quite thrilling as well.
After coming out today, is it something you'd like to do more of, or?
Well, the next time I hope it'll be more thrilling and not so scary, but I'm sure I'll get to that point.
Well, at Comic-Con, you're going to have a whole lot more people.
Exactly, that will be birds of a feather. All of us will be all the nerds of South Africa will be together expressing ourselves.
And you know they're expecting over 80,000 people
I
this year.
did not know that.
Yeah.
It's super exciting.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. So I think we're going to have a full range of costumes and characters. It's going to be quite something.
We are, definitely.
What's next for your cosplay? Do you have a new original character you're working on or something new? What's in your future?
I don't have a new OC to work on, but I do want to do Brave from Disney. The little girl's name is Merida. It's a Scottish, and it's also with the red hair and the wild hair. So I'm looking forward to doing her next.
Comic-Con's coming up, and I have to have a costume. Do you have any recommendations for me?
You have to do Aquaman.
You think so?
You have the man bun, the beard, the dark eyes. You already have it going. You must just take off your shirt and there you
Just
go.
take off my shirt, I'm good to go. Okay. Cheers to your next character.
Thank you.
The time has come for Brendan to show us what he's doing this year for Comic-Con.
You'll probably also notice some pieces on this table that look a bit unfinished. And that's because they are. You'll notice here we've got a helmet and a breastplate and some sword handles, and these are actually part of my costume for Comic-Con 2022. I'm going to be cosplaying a character known as Fives. If you're a fan of Star Wars or Star Wars The Clone Wars, you will know exactly who Fives is. But you've probably heard me say sword, and you're like, where are there swords in Star Wars? Apart from the lightsabers, where are there swords? There's an amazing artist in Australia known as Jake Bartok who started reimagining Star Wars characters as medieval fantasy. And I was like, I saw his design that he made of Fives as a medieval knight called Sir Fives, and I was like, that's a really cool character. I want to cosplay him. I want to wear that armor. And so that's what we got here. So we've got the helmet, also made out of EVA foam, so really light. And the great thing about EVA foam is if you drop it, nothing bad's going to happen. It's just going to bounce back up. It's not going to shatter into 1,000 pieces like some other cosplay materials. We've got the breastplate here, also made out of EVA foam. You can see it's got a bit of a stacked layering effect. I'll also point out that these pieces, they are far from being finished. I've still got to seal them and paint them and weather them, put some battle damage on them, make them look like they've seen some actual battle. So currently they're just in a very raw, unfinished construction phase. The next pieces we have here are a sword handle and a dagger handle for the character of Sir Fives. So these pieces were 3D modeled and 3D printed. So as you can see, there's still a whole lot of work to do before Comic-Con. It is currently 60 days to go to Comic-Con Africa. And I have got a lot of work ahead of me. The stress levels are up here, but I know that I'll be able to push forward, get this work done, and I'll be able to walk around the convention floor of Comic-Con Africa 2022 wearing my Sir Fives cosplay.
That's a lot of work, Master Brendan. May the Force be with you. Our novice Tifu, on the other hand, is new when it comes to cosplay, but the fashion world is her playground, and she is on her way to fashion designer Siyabonga Mashali for a fitting.
How did you get to this?
You know, like what I always say, the more, the merrier. And I was just trying to do like more is more, and I got so inspired by like this fabric. I like the way like it beams off the sun.
Yes.
And I am trying to plan like my new collection, so new silhouettes is like something that I'm trying to like recreate.
Okay, I really love it. I mean, it feels really great against my skin.
I mean, it looks really great against your body.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh,
Do you want to
what's
help me
this?
with
Oh
this?
my God, what is
So I
this?
decided to be an architect instead of a designer this time around, so I made this.
Okay. Where am I supposed to come out, emerge from?
No, baby, it's a net. You don't want to be too close to people who are badly dressed.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love
But like
that.
it is like a tough one. Like it
love
is
it.
like a tough one, I won't lie.
I really do. I love it. Like, it makes me feel untouchable.
I mean, you are. I heard that you are entering cosplay now.
Yes, like I just entered as a beginner. I didn't even know that cosplay was a thing, and then the minute I found out that Comic-Con Africa was actually
A
here,
thing, yeah.
and I thought I love Neytiri from the movie Avatar, so I've always like really resonated with her, and I thought that's something I could do.
I've never actually seen it in the sun. It's always in the dark. This looks absolutely amazing.
Oh my God, I feel like I have wings and I can fly. I really love Sia's designs. I mean, his imagination, his outfits always break boundaries, and I always appreciate when he picks me to model for him at Fashion Week or at campaigns.
My cosplay journey has kind of always been there. It wasn't really a distinct day because, well, my birthday's on Halloween and dress-up's always been a big thing in my family. And I was always that person in a small town who went a little too extra with their Halloween costumes. And then in 2014, I moved to Johannesburg and I went to my first convention. My little brother took me and I discovered cosplayers. And it turns out I'd been a cosplayer all along. I just didn't have a convention to go to. One of the things I love the most about cosplay is the outlet for my creativity. It challenges me in a way creatively that no other medium of art has challenged me in. It's both crafting, it's painting, it's designing, it's sewing, it's acting. It embodies so many different facets of creativity that, and the fact that there is a platform for it that celebrates cosplay so much and it's appreciated so much by people really makes it so very rewarding. So the TikTok journey was a very strange discovery for me. So I attend film premieres in costume, and I was attending one film premiere in particular. I went to the cinema and a group of tweens ran up to me because I was dressed up and they said, "Are you on TikTok?" And me being an older generation went, "Am I on what?" And they looked at me like I was 100 and then walked off, and I thought, what is this TikTok thing? So I went home and had a look at the platform, and I thought, this is fantastic because I've always wanted to be an actress ever since I can remember. Now I get to be an actress and do little mini videos every day. So when TikTok first started, one of the great things that was going on was these hashtags that people all over the world would join in on if they were creators and cosplayers on TikTok. For example, there was one called Twisted Carnival, and people all over the world would join in on this hashtag and create elaborate characters.
Do you love me?
I know it feels like I'm in love.
No, stop.
Shake it and break it and hang it up on the wall.
It gave me a great outlet to create new characters and new cosplays out of existing things I had around the house and come up with what we call OCs, which is just short for original character.
I took your control. You just my door.
So my plans for Comic-Con Africa 2022 have been a long time coming. I started this cosplay back in 2019. This is Roy Ledger's The Dark Trinity. And it is an artist from India who created this concept art of Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman if they were evil, and it's very Viking Berserker inspired. I gotta be honest with you, I don't have any expectations of placing, it would be very nice to place, but I don't expect to win. I know my competition. They are incredibly talented.
I've only just broken the ice of cosplay. I'm really looking forward to what I'll find out leading up to Comic-Con. Cosplay lingo for today. Mashup. A mashup is when you take two totally different fandoms and put them together into a costume. Fandom. A group of people who are fans of a particular person, character, or series. It is often considered a community with its own unique culture. Do you not like the female characters?
I find them just a little bit hard to like sometimes. It's just the way they're represented sometimes. It doesn't quite click with me.
Is that different than a villain?
Oh, well, monster villain, the villain is a human, the monster is a beast.